playing this game for the final time. Great War, Western Front. We position the troops ready for a tactical strike to surround the enemy, and as you can see, this does happen as we rush in to murder them. At this point we managed to sneak in and send in high explosive shells. By the end of the recording we murdered 59,000 troops, all helped by more high explosives, with men sat in the trenches getting blown to pieces before rushing in lots of men to slap them in the face with a bayonet. Hiding in the forest works rather well as high intensity combat goes up. Many people get murdered in this ambush. However, my own men get obliterated, arms and legs go flying. Stay tuned! You must love gaming because you are watching this video, so why not save yourself some money and get on Instant Gaming? They have everything you could possibly want. The new stuff, the pre-order stuff, and the classics. Honestly, you're missing out if you don't get on here. There's a link down below in the description. You can thank me later. Hello and welcome for hopefully the final time of a playthrough of the Great War, the Western Front. How exciting is this? This is going to be the fourth and final playthrough that I'm going to be doing on this. We've done the Central Powers, we did the Allied Nations, and we did it on Elite, which was an absolute pain. And we also did the Modified campaign. We're going to make things, because it is the final one I'm going to do, as extreme as possible. And this is what I've come up with. So, battle time limit, I'm going to change that to 30 minutes, just because it means it's harder for me to defend, and so on and so on. I think 20 minutes you've rushed. I mean, you've rushed anyway, but I think 30 minutes, it's good enough. Starting national will at the maximum. Starting gold reserves, I've pushed it up a little bit onto 10,000 each. This usually means that the enemy are going to come at you at like no tomorrow. Starting global supply, 5,000 each. So that's going to be fun. Starting research points, 1 each. And then we have health multiplier. Now on Elite, it's I don't want to. Oh, it goes back. Okay, does it? Yeah, it does. Right, so that is Elite. That is what the Elite difficulty is on. Yeah. Health multiplier. They have more. Everything else, they have just so much more. However, I'm going to put it on custom, where both teams have a little bit more. They still have a major advantage, but with health being high on both, that means people won't get murdered quite as quickly. Damage multiplier, they're still going to do stupid amounts. Auto resolve, we never use that, so we're not really bothered. Turn resource multiplier, I still get a normal amount. On Elite, it's at 0.75. But on the one I'm going to do, I'm going to have it so I have a little bit at least. However, the AI has it at 200%. This just means that the AI still has a huge advantage, but I can actually do something. Base supply multiplier, again, they have huge amounts, and everything else, and so on and so on. So what is going to happen is hopefully... Oh yeah, this as well. AI prioritization. On Elite, it's 40%. Yeah, I'm going to have it on 100%. They are going to be monsters, and it isn't going to be very nice. Well, that is what we're going to be starting with for the final... Yes, the final one I'm going to do of this game before I put it to bed. I do enjoy this game. I personally do thoroughly have that little place for it in my heart there, because this is the one that I got monetized on. And to be fair, I got pretty damn good at it as well. So let's begin. Here we go. We're going to go at it again. So the German campaign, much different than what it was when I first did this. Even when I did the Allies campaign, it's changed a lot since. And there were most of the changes were implemented when I did the third run on that modified campaign. However, on this one, just for a recap, Germany has Oh, I nearly said it has surrendered. That's not very good, is it? Germany was surrounded on all sides by many people. War declared on Russia, but Germany pushed through Belgium to capture Paris in order to remove Russia's ally and keep the war to one front. This, however, triggered Britain's defensive, I can't speak now, alliance with Belgium. Unable to reach the sea to outflank Britain, Germany was forced to dig in, and then things hit the fan, really. So we have the battle lines, and it's winter and snowy and horrible, and, you know, it's snowy outside today at the moment. It's a yellow warning because there's an inch of snow on the ground. I know, give that something to think about. God forbid you start driving around in that, everything will go to an absolute mess. But anyway, so we have in the German army, German infantry units. We also have the Royal Bavarian infantry units. Now they're an elite unit. We have some different ones. Oh, no, not you. Go away. I'm trying to show everybody what they are. Let me just find them. Well, there's the elite ones. Anyway, there we go. Conscripts, they're just a bit meh. And then you have the elite infantry. They generally have the snipers integrated in them and anti-tank rifles, which is lovely. And the standard German infantry one as well, which is very good. At this point in time, there are no tanks and no planes. So it's all going to be infantry. Now, I've got to redistribute all of these people, which I will be doing soon. Now, I know from past experience that I can do this from a defensive perspective if I have around 50% of what the enemy has, and I'll go through that in a moment shortly. However, the current plan, see what happened before is you could skip your way down here, cut these three in, capture them, and then all of this is then would have been no supply, then everything just falls to pieces and you grab all this territory and you basically won the war by that point. However, that is no longer the case. You cannot cheese it, so I won't be cheesing it. But what I will generally be doing is attempting to shorten the line for me as much as possible, because that means they are more stretched. Big ones like Verdun, I'm going to try and avoid. Going through St. Menehould and Bar-the-Duke instead, meaning I don't have to fight here. That's fantastic and just common sense. And over here, there are many 1 and 2 stars. Now, to remove a star, you need to completely sweep the enemy from the area on a battle. So you have to do that twice in St. Menehould, for example. That's why at Verdun, it's an absolute pain. And now, the enemy can recover these stars if you don't keep the pressure up. Now, each time you attack, you're going to use your gold reserves, you're going to use your supply. So you must have enough of those to make sure you can keep going. Now, the main objective for me in this campaign, this isn't vital to win it, but more of a personal goal for me to do, is to take Paris. We never managed that. When I did the Allies campaign, I did take the capital of the German forces. Now, I want to do that on the Allies, or the Entente, should I say. That would be right lovely. So, generally... Ooh, that's also another thought. The British come from Calais. Now, if I can grab that, that would be great. I don't know if that will hold them off entirely, but if I could just snippet that out, that might be good and general common sense, because the Americans decided to come out of a play at some point, and they spring out of Montmorency. We'll go for that. Off this spell, well, not spelt, I just can't read, but there you go. It is what it is. So we're gonna have to, I mean, all of this, I don't really have to go down. I could try and do a sweep up here. Now, a lot of these are 2s as well. There are opportunities to encircle them, but it's just a bigger area to kind of get in. If I could squash them in a little bit more, that would be nice, because then people will be more stacked and more dense, and it'll just be right lovely. But we'll just have to see how we get on. First things first is I do want to get rid of that fortress that is Verdun. Having that sticking out like that means I need an extra 2 sets of troops guarding that position, which isn't very nice. So first things first, I'm going to have to take St. Meanhold and Bar the Duke. Now I've got plenty of troops stashed in here, which I need to shuffle around. I'll do that off camera. But we've also got some events. Capture St. Meanhold. Oh, see, look, they want me to go over there and murder it anyway. And you get a lot of supply and gold reserves for that. I've got 6 turns to do it. Each turn is a month. And murder 10 French companies. That sounds right lovely. I think we'll do that. There's not really a shortage of French companies to go and murder, is there? This is the war crime game that I most certainly love. Let's have a shufty. Okay, the troops have been reshuffled around. So generally, that's an annoying thing. Go away. There you go. Generally, I've got 50% of what the enemy has in the adjacent territory. Now, they're attacking, so it makes it harder. So, I should be okay. Now, they've got to deploy all of their troops yet. There's plenty, well, not that many in Paris, but the British have 10 companies floating around as well. That's just not very nice. So we're going to have the initial stage of where we're going to have stuff. I've got all the elites, Bavarian infantry, and Stanate and Bouncers. The conscripts are in here as well. They're just there to provide material support. Now we have got the elite infantry and some normal infantry all in there. These 2 directions are where we're going to be attacking from. Now, if you attack in 1 turn from 2 directions and win, that's 2 stars gone, and we'll capture this. And then we'll swap one of these chunky stacks over to Metz and then attack Bar the Duke from St. Meanhold and Metz, and then Verdun will be surrounded. So ideally, in 2 months, St. Meanhold, Bar the Duke should be ours, and Verdun surrounded. That is wonderful. Now they are going to come and attack me. I have a few infantry floating around down here. Now I also have some elite infantry on the ones which I suspect that we're going to get slapped about on. For example, Lille and Noyon, they can attack from 3 different directions in 1 turn. And each time they attack, whether they win or lose, your troops get tired and generally have had enough in general. So that is the plan here. Let's pass the turn and be... Oh no, not yet, not yet. Don't get too giddy. We've got the research to have a look at. This has changed a lot as well. Now, where do I want to go with this? I think the first one is probably going to be the improved helmets. This will increase the standard infantry soldier health by 25%. Definitely has to be done, simply because when you lose a man who has been fighting in the trenches, you then have to pay for another man to replace him, and the more people you have to replace, the more money it costs you, which isn't very nice. The Allies have the colonial troops from the British and the French colonial troops as well. Many of them are elites in their own right as well. They're not very nice. This is going to get fun. So now we've moved these troops. These cannot engage in a combat straight away, so we're going to have to wait a turn and see what the enemy do. January 1915. This is where things start to get tasty. We are currently earning 1,250 quid a turn, and you get a research point per turn. Also, they have now deployed all of their troops as to where they want them. Great. Death from below. This is an event. Facing a formidable blockade from the British Navy, Germany warns that all merchant ships are going to get blown up. And that isn't very nice. And apparently we get 300 quid for that. But okay. We know how well that worked. And then will of people, increase our national will by 20. This is this at the top. And we could do this by murdering the enemy, which isn't very nice, but I want to win. Now, they have scattered their troops around. As you can see, they have a death stack in Nancy. There's 8 companies there, and that isn't very nice. That means with a 6 next to it as well. So Moorhange is incredibly vulnerable right now, and I'm going to have to divert some troops down there. I honestly thought they were going to come up here first, but they seem to have backed off. So I'm going to get some troops from up there and have a quick reshuffle to counter the enemy's movements. Alrighty, the troops have been moved. I've managed to scrape some from up top and stuck them down here. So I'm at 50% of what the enemy has down here. Nancy, they have 8. And in the adjacent territory, I have 4 there, including 1 elite, which is right lovely. I should be able to hold out. Should. So this means we can attack. So I'm going to have a go at them from Vouchers first. Because when you take over a region, where you're attacking from, on the last one, the troops split. So what I want to do is have them split from Stanley, not from Vouchers. So if I attack from Vouchers first, everything should be good. Now, AI auto-resolve is rubbish. This says a minor loss, but this is why we just never use it. Now, it costs you supply to attack no matter what you do, but we're going to go in and have a dabble. This is the battlefield. Not very nice. I don't like these split ones as much. It makes things a little bit more difficult, which isn't very nice. So they have a big open terrain here, which isn't great. Now, we're on the attack, but they will also be doing attacks of their own because they don't sit around on their ass anymore. The AI is much improved. They come at you like no tomorrow. So we've got positions X, Y, and the command post. This has to be defended. There's not really many forests I can properly use, which is a little bit annoying. I like using the forests. So I'm just going to have to set up some basic trenches. Not too many, but we need to be able to defend ourselves to a degree. There is this forest here, which could be used as cover to go to that. But that's still a long way to run and not get murdered. That's not very nice. Still going to have to go and do it, though. So I'll go set up some trenches, and I'll get back. Right, the troops and trenches and everything else have been established. We've got the command trench down here with just 2 guarding it, with forests there. All this half chopped down stuff doesn't do anything, but the green stuff on the map does. So we can do a outer bit of a doodah for now. Now you've got to be careful because the enemy do decide to come and have a gander, and you'll be surprised at what they do. We've got a couple of machine guns sat back, so they're safe from the grenades and things. We've got some Bavarian troops. These are right lovely. These are some of the elites. They are immune to all weather-based penalties. So when it's snowy and stuff like this, your men move slowly. So I've got a few down there with some of the elites. The elites have snipers in, which is also right lovely. And they will shoot the enemy as they're prowling around. Now this is where the main force is currently. We've got 4 heavy artillery, 2 light artillery, and a few machine guns and whatnot, with a couple of elites infantries that are going to be sat around here. Now there's a little forest here. Now I'm going to be pushing from here mostly, and then having a couple of troops here. The main reason why is once I've taken this, see these little blue bits here? That's where the enemy can come and have a gander from. So they can come from here and here. Eliminate this. And then they can only come from... There's one there, it's slightly off the map. One there. And one there. So these forests, I can just stash a few men in, and they're all going to get murdered if they try to attack me. And then we're going to move on to A. Eliminate this section. And then move men into this forest. Which... They've only got this left, and they're all going to get murdered. So that is the plan. The artillery doesn't really reach this top bit very well, so I am using Bavarian Jaegers first. They take 25% less damage from machine gun fire because they've got less artillery cover. I think that's going to be vital, but we'll just have to see. Let's begin. Yes, I do want to begin. Let's go. Alrighty, things are now ready to go. First things first, get your balloons up in the air. Now, at this point in the game, there are no planes to worry about unless they've magically got some. Balloons consist of a man in a balloon. That is it. And all artillery is here, widely exposed. So this bit of bush, I'm going to rush into that straight away. With some troopage, get them in. I want several in there. Straight away. Oh, sugar lumps, what have I done? There you go. And spread these about again. We also have troops down here. I'm going to stash one in there. I might even stash them both in there. Because the enemy do like to do sneaky attacks. They're not going to get in here without me seeing, and they're not going to get in here without me seeing. So that is the plan of that. I might even move that troop there, just so that they really cannot. Leave these here for the time being, and let's have a look-see. The balloons are going to be going up. And we have good visuals on the enemy. That is excellent. Oh, look. Here's some of the French colonial infantry. Reduces nearby enemy morale just because they are nasty. I told you they were nasty. They also have snipers in, which isn't very nice. They've got forward trenches down here. That's not very nice neither. They have an observation balloon. Some light artillery stationed there. That's quite dense. What we might have to do is attack that from the flank instead of head on, because that's just not very nice. And they've got some trench work up here. So if I can get into this forest like the plan was, that should work beautifully. I'm just going to take this section first. Now, what artillery reaches? That is a jolly good question. Ah, this one does. Right, so we're going to go soften them up a little bit first. That's right, lovely. Angry Germans shouting at me. See, that one doesn't reach, but it does back there. So we're going to start them firing straight away and start to get our troops into position. Oh yeah, the observation balloon. Oh, that's see our guys. Oh, I didn't think of that. Sugar lumps. I should have blown that up first. I'll have to do that in a minute. But see, look, they're coming at me straight away. But they're all going to get murdered. They're coming in. This is why I needed guys in this forest. Get them in. Shoot! Go on then. Shoot them. That would be beneficial. I don't want them to get anywhere near. They're coming at me down here as well. Oh, I told you, look, see? Sneaky. Get them in the forest and then they can't do it. They're coming at me here as well, but they're also getting murdered. The artillery is... So, I see, look, they're not too happy now. Once the artillery is reloaded, we're going to move in. Machine guns are firing. They have been murdered. You see, that was a good shout, was that, wasn't it? They've got more troops coming in that direction, which suits me rather well. Alright, I'm going to get the troops moving now. They're going to be shifting over here. And we're going to go and have a gander. This balloon needs to get murdered, so I'll get them blowing up that. Artillery is going to be coming. Oh, it's barely tickling it, look. Oh, man. That's going to be a nightmare. But we're going to have to go for it anyway. Might as well send the others in. If I can get rid of that, they might not blow me up. With that balloon going down. That's it. The balloon is down. Excellent work, chaps. Now we can think about having a right good go at this. So if I send some of these up... Ooh, there's going to be lads in there as well. Might just have to wait for the artillery to reload before we commit to that. Now they're reinforcing a lot of this, but they haven't... Oh look, see, they're trying to murder me now. They must have more heavy artillery somewhere because they're not firing. I suspect they're further in here. We'll have to find them. But the artillery is nearly ready. We can soften them up a little bit. Let's try and time this nicely. Now the troops are now off. Now I know that some of their heavy artillery has fired, I feel a little bit safer. We're bombarding these in this direction. The lads are on the way. That is not going to finish them off. Send another bunch. There's probably some people at the back down there. There we go. Yeah, it's all happening now. I need to get these guys in quickly. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be a mess. I can bombard them a little bit. Suppress a bit of that. They're running away. They're mostly in. Let's send some more troops up. And now their artillery is coming down. We need to spread these troops out as best as we can. We have more troops coming in. Blow them up a smidge. That usually helps. I think their artillery... Oh, see, look, they're sending more guys in this way. I need that forest. These snipers should be shooting them. But they might not be, because I might not have that research done yet, so I don't quite know. But all that's looking like it needs murdering. These troops need to go home. They're just done at this point. Shuffle you along slightly. We can suppress them and get these in that trench straight away. And this whole area is then ours, which is excellent. They can't reinforce from this area anymore. They're still trying to murder me a little bit. I've got 2 troops sat there. I've got 2 here, sat here. All that is safe. All of this is safe. But I'm certain they're not going to be attacking that head on. I need to progress down this side a little bit more. I need to get in this forest. Let's have a look. Let's send some troops in. Enemy are trying to bombard my artillery again. That's not very nice, is it? Just remember, I am on the offensive here. All of this area has been captured, which is right lovely. Oh, look, they're going to have a bit of a probing attack now, is it? I've secured that point, which is good. I don't know where their stuff is just yet, though. If I'm going to attack this now, it's going to have to be... Well, some artillery there looks promising. That's for sure. This is where most of my artillery is pointing. They're not going to like this at all. Many of them are going to get blown to pieces, which is excellent. Capturing that line there will be right lovely. That'll move our troops forward. See, they're coming in there. I'm going to go and take this next. That is for sure. So I'm going to get in some Bavarian infantry. These are immune to the weather effects. Now they are still trying to blow me up. We're going to send 4 guys over to take care of this, and then I can move forward a little bit more peacefully and hopefully stage an attack properly on this. If I can weaken them, that would be lovely. There's also that trench there, which is looking slightly exposed. I might make a quick dash for it with them, see what happens. That is a little bit risky though, we'll just have to see. I'm going to put them on sprint mode. No, I don't actually have eyes on this area, which is a little bit concerning. But I can move a couple of these into this forest. Like said, they can resupply from here. So if I've got 3 people there, I can then move some of these down, back down here, and then I can recapture this. Now they have pretty much captured that, but they're getting murdered. They just sent the artillery on it. But what I am going to do is, once now their artillery has fired, I'm going to send these guys to capture this, soften them up slightly, make their life a little easier. By the time the troops get there, they should be alright. Let's just send them forward for the time being. I don't think they're going to be having a right nice day. I don't think the enemy know exactly what to do here. Oh, here we go. Heavy artillery coming down. People are going to get murdered. Try and avoid that. You can probably get some of these around here. They're going to try and lob some grenades at that artillery as they're going. Avoid that. Move into there. Yeah, they're going to move into there now. That is completely fine. More artillery coming down. At least we can see where it comes from. Let's try and get them in that trench. I could do with more people being in that piece of trench there. We'll try that again. Oh yeah, they're going to be murdering us. Get in that trench, that's quick. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. And that is that area secure, so that means that this area is pretty secure, so I can send these back down here and attack this from the side. That's how we're going to do this. If I can soften them up, that will work wonders for the chaps. Maybe I should have got some more artillery in. Artillery is right, lovely. I just need to be that little bit more forward. They're not reinforcing from there. I need to get into this area. They're all getting murdered. Oh, see, look, now they're trying to reinforce from that area as well. I need more troops in there. These troops are now no longer needed to be in there. I can swap them out. Just replace them and replace them before they get murdered. They're going to go and take care of that. Then we can have more troops over here and just get ready to attack again. Now we have 2 troops there. That is it. They're coming into that direction. I'm going to give them some cover. I'm going to get more Bavarians in. A little bit risky, but we're going in like that. If we can hold that, that's great. They don't seem to be wanting to reinforce from this area. I do want to know what's in there, but they've got a lot over here. I'm just going to keep bombarding them as we're going. Send more troops in there. Keep that happy. We can destroy that artillery. We've got more troops stationed there. Just blow some of these up. Oh, we got our troops ready. You know full well that they're in there. All our troops are there. I could use these as well. In on this assault, and we can probably use a load of these at the same time. Oh, that might be a good idea. If I can get these in there. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, they're all being blown up. The enemy are trying to blow these up. Spread them out. Let's sort some orders out. Alright, things are now hitting the fan. The enemy are full on attacking again. I might need to blow some of these up before they get in that forest. They're coming at me from this direction as well. I didn't quite realise that one, not gonna lie. Where are you going? You need to get in there. Oh, sugar lumps, you need to get in there. I told you they go on the counter attack. That looks a little sketchy to me. I might need to get some troops in here. Let's get some elites in quickly. Now this is looking quite precarious. They need to go home. Many of these troops are now actually doing alright. I can stop many of these from shooting us. All of this over here doesn't look great. I'm going to have to bombard my own troops a little bit. I think we've won that engagement now, but yeah, now we're actually capturing this. Now we can blow them up as well. They're now confused. Send them home. We can have another troop sat in there because I don't know what they're going to do. We can run these in because we've captured this area for the time being. I forgot about this troop. They're just getting blown up. Might just have to put them in there right quick. No, this doesn't look as good as what I thought it did a minute ago. We've got more troops though. I need to blow some of these guys up and get them in there. We need more troops immediately. More troops are on the way, which is excellent. They're all giving up the goose. We'll get some troops down there. We'll use them ones there. We've got all these troops. Spread them out, get them in there. Oh, sugar lumps. Our guys are going to be dying unless I get them in there quickly. Ah, jeez. This is a mess. I can blow these guys up though as best we can. We've got more troops coming though. They're coming. Off the rope. They're going. Now they can only resupply now from this direction. So I need to make sure I keep hold of this. We managed to keep hold of this top section. But they're going to be coming at us again. Mainly for these trenches. If they take that, our artillery is then going to be exposed. So I kind of need to take care of that. They are just done. Send them into that top bit and get 2 sets of troops in there. But I also need to make sure I've got some spares floating around. This area is still looking quite sketchy and need these to get in there as well. I could do with sending them home. Spread these. Can't click it. There you go. Out. This area is now fairly safe. Spread these further north also. Now they are getting fired on, which is rather nice. But they're about to get murdered if I'm not too careful. We can stick some suppressing fire down so that they can't do it. We've pushed back their forces, they can't have many left. Well, I bloody hope so. We managed to hold them off again on the north. They're not going to be too happy about that. Get some more troops in, more elites. I just stashed them there for the time being. They've actually managed to grab this back, so I'm going to have to bombard it before they start thinking about taking care of my artillery, which is all currently rather exposed. So I need more troops there again. We've got these troops here ready to go. Now they're not going to be too happy about this. We are actually capturing this area now. Oh, they're probably going at us here again. I need more troops up here immediately. Go for 4. I can try and bombard some of them. I might even try and suppress some of them. That might work. It might not. It seems to be working. We've got all this still. They just need to go home. We need to grab that. This is just a bit of a mess, isn't it? They're trying to bombard me now. All these need to spread out. We've still got majority control of this. Now they're coming in at the forest. But because we have lads in the trench itself, many of them are being murdered. This north sector looks sketchy at best. Let's try and bombard it. They're not going to like that. But we do have troops in here now. They need to spread out immediately. And that artillery, I think, has just about done it. Just get some of these troops in this forest and have one as a backup. There's one stray there. That's not very nice. Where the bloody hell are they going? This is why we have one floating around. We'll get them in there right quick. We've taken control of this sector now. Excellent. Good, good, good. We are making progress. Now I need to rush down this right-hand side. We'll use more German elite infantry and get them in that forest. think they're going to be struggling now, not going to lie. Move all of these forward. We've still got this. I can grab that area again. They have been murdered. Yeah, they're running out. They're still trying to bombard me and come at me from this direction. I think they've learned from that now, though. I think they're just running out of options. We're boxing them in. Right, good. Right, good, is that? And we've got plenty of troops here. This is why I want the forest. Get them in there. We've got troops in this. Get in the trench, you lemons. Oh, they like doing that to me. Get all of these troops in here. It's going to be quite obvious, but I don't think there's much that they can do about it at this point. They're all being murdered. Look at the bodies. They're running away. So many murders that have just happened. It's not very nice, is it? Oh, hey, here we go. They're coming in again. Now, this is why I wanted all this to happen. So they're going to be trying to push and bombard them. We've got control of many of their trenches now. This is going to be hurting them so much. We can bombard them for quite a bit now, actually. Got all control of all of this. I don't even know where their artillery is at this point. But we've got many people floating around. Ooh, sugar lumps. Enemy artillery is still coming down, trying to murder me. Shuffle them around. Now they're going to keep trying to come at me, which isn't very nice. I can have them there and try and murder some of them, especially on the approach. They don't like coming that way anymore. This looks promising. I might be able to rush in this trench here. If I can just get some in, suppress a little bit of this, move this up a little bit. There's the enemy artillery. Try and murder some of these who are currently all suppressed. Many troops in, hiding about in here. Try and murder them all. It usually works. Oh yeah. Oh, look at all the artillery working rather well. Enemy are trying to do some counter battery fire. Oh, sugar lumps. They're actually trying to take this area now. Didn't keep an eye on it again. We do have backups here though. We'll leave that for now. We'll concentrate on this because they're not going to be having a good day of it. But they do have troops which they are just going to keep swinging in. I need to suppress a load of this and get some more in. Their losses, losing men at an alarming rate. Yeah, I bet. They're all currently being funneled that direction. If I can just keep blowing them up, they're not going to like it too much. That's it, we're doing alright. They have actually taken this little area. I do have a few spare men. I need to make sure I have a few more spare men. Like so. I'm going to bombard them in the meantime. We've got a couple of spares here, which I think might try and retake it. But we've got so many men up here now, I can't see that there's going to be that much more that they can actually do about it. That artillery is a nightmare. I can't reach it with my artillery just to counter it. I think we've got this in the bag, chaps. I'm going to keep them men there just in case. I'm going to keep pushing from this direction. And now we are actually getting somewhere. Just taking this last section. There we go. Shuffle them men in. I want to get in that command trench, but I need to know what is in here first. Now, there's always men in the command trench, no matter what you do. The problem is that you can't blow it up, which is a little bit annoying. But I think they are actually now out of troop. Oh, there are men in there. When they do the whistle, there is. See, look, see? And you never quite know what's in there. Let's try and blow them up. minimize our losses as much as possible. Also means I need to suppress that area and get more troops in. I might just send them home. Get some more elites in. And we're doing alright. Oh, sugar lumps. I think I should take care of that artillery now, eh? They've blown up most of it. Just need to get in there now. I don't think they can bring any more troops in. They've got a couple there. We've only got 8 minutes left to go. They're still trying to blow me up, but it's not going to do anything. I've got these troops there as well. Our supply is still decent enough. And their losses have been staggering. I don't see how they can hold out much longer. No, I don't either. They're nearly done. They're nearly done. We're doing alright, chaps. We're doing alright. We can send all of these up here. And we've pretty much got this in the bag. And it's all gone quiet. Just a few of them that are going to get murdered on their approach. Coming over the top instead of going around. I think this is going to be it for the Central Powers. I can send a few troops now then to murder that piece of artillery. Oh, they are requesting to surrender. Yeah, I think we will on this one. It's been enough blood lost, and then they've left it to the last minute. I will accept this surrender. Excellent. We've done a successful sweep of the enemy. How lovely is that? Now, one thing I am going to be doing is tallying up all the people that have been murdered on both sides, which is a extreme endeavor, but we shall get there. So we have a look at that. We're talking 17,000 Allied casualties and around 7,000 German casualties. Well, that's not too shabby, is it? So I'm just going to tally that down. I'm going to have to make something so it shows all the tallying up. But I have added that, and that cost them 2,176 to replace all them troops. And it cost me 876. Now that is cash. And because we did right lovely, we got 300 quid back for murdering them. And we got some efficiency medals and such, which grants supply. Which is excellent. And this is national will. +8 for us and -14 for the enemy. And that is a full thing of everybody who got murdered. And it's a shame the game doesn't tally up all the murders, so I'll have to do it myself, including all the equipment. Excellent. So this cost me 576 quid. And we actually get a surplus of 100 supplies. That is ridiculous. The troops have been shown their potential. What? Oh yes, we did the mission. I didn't look at that bit. Yes, so we got 400 quid for murdering them as well. So now you see this star has been removed. If we attack now from Stanay, because we can't do it twice from one area, then we can gain more and hopefully capture this entire region. Before we do carry on, let's have a quick see at the research. Things that are right lovely we could do with this supply storage tent, as then we can start sticking supplies and things. Recon and fighter planes, they would be lovely. We can start gathering those. Intelligence, that's meh. I don't really use that too much. If the enemy are there and I'm going to attack at a certain area, then I'm going to have all my offensive stuff there anyway. Now there are better trenches and things, but at the moment we are on the offensive and I don't think I'm going to use it too much, but they are going to be murdering me very soon. Oh, but what about this? Field hospital. Yes, we like them. In the long run, this is going to be quite a girthy campaign. I need more cash. So I might start going down that route. That would be good. More cash is good. That means you can have more of everything. More planes, more tanks. You can convert it to supplies when you don't have any left. And everything else. Oh, these mortars are so good though as well. Gotta think defensive stuff as well as offensive stuff. Now what will work? Oh, rolling barrages. Where have they gone? They were brilliant in the last campaign. Oh, gas! Oh, we need the gas! Oh, we do need the gas. Oh, gas is great. I love it. Money first. Money first. It's early days. We'll get the storage tent so we can have some supplies, extra supplies brought in. That could be the difference between victory and failure. I think we'll be okay on this attack, but we shall do it. Let's do it. Very similar forces, completely different map though. This will be interesting. Rightio, the battle is now ready. Things are going to get furious. Now, I've got these trenches all ready to go and everything else. It's important that you set these up how you want them, because once they're in, they are in, and you can't really remove them. But once you've paid for them, you're all good. So the plan of action is, because it's a wide one, we're going to push from this sector here with lots of the elite troops, run up and capture this with a couple of people in the forest. Capture this area, grab this forest, then we can put pressure on this as well, but we'll be waiting. And then we're going to move over here, capture this, move up here and occupy these forests. And that as well, grab that, because then they can resupply from here and here. And they're probably going to come swinging down this way, and we should be able to murder them while they get running. Now, I have many artillery pieces on the way, and so on and so on. So this should be right lovely. I've stuck a few machine guns in. Yes, let's begin. Rightio, everybody is now ready. Lots of artillery. Let's get this balloon up in the air. Here we go. We can see them, and immediately they are coming. I hope they don't murder that. I see that they're coming through the forest. Machine guns that we have in place aren't murdering. Need the riflemen to do a bit of a job on it. They're coming in. Please don't take out the artillery. I don't think they will. Riflemen are now opening up. They have all been murdered. That is great. So we can send some troops in there now. It's a closer look. They're getting quite close. And we can do the same here. Get some troops in there. Oh, they're coming in from there. This is why we have machine guns. Then I can see them. I've got to take care of that now, which is a bit annoying. But they are quite spread out. They've got a few people up here. I can set some bombardments going. Artillery is all about to fire on these troops here. I do apologise for them. They're getting murdered. Now, all they are going to get really softened up. We've got troops in the forest waiting. Got troops on the way now as well. Now, it's important I time this correctly. They're going to be running in. And now they're going to be able to fire. So, as soon as this happens... There we go. Stop them from firing. Oh, we've got a bit of a bug going on. There you go. Fixed it. They're going in. They're going in. We've got more troops on the way. Enemy artillery is now coming as well. But we're in. We are in. Light artillery is now finished. But the troops are there. Stop them from getting too giddy. They've got more troops here. We can now actually refire or even bombard these troops a little bit more. Make sure we capture this entire area. And then we've got it. And then we could push up again and capture that section. And then this entire area is then going to be ours. They are all retreating. Oh, goody. I can hear gunshots. Oh, that's shooting at the ones that are retreating. That has worked wonders. Now we can actually take that from a good angle, but I want to take... They keep shooting me. I want to grab this bit of forest first. Now, these are still relatively healthy. I can get them in this forest. And everything else. And I want to be getting in here as best as I can. I can send all these troops home. Have 2 of these in this forest, ready to go. And 2 in here, guarding it, because they are going to be having a gander. Now, the next step is now to shufty over here. See, look, this is now going to get stronger, but I can run in from this direction. The problem is I've got so many troops down here. It's going to take them 3 days to get down there, but I might do it anyway. Get them going. I don't need them down here now. They are going to be coming, but we are also attacking them as they approach. Seems to be working. I might get another troop just sat in there. They're going to be doing many probing attacks. Get them in there. Now we've got troops there. These are on the way, and I've got more troops in this. Now what I might do is just send them... Oh, there are balloons there. Ooh, we can blow that up. Or I might even be able to do it with... Oh, they'll see it coming. We'll try and space it out. If I can find their artillery, that'll be great. But there's just so many juicy targets here. I'm going to have to blow them all up. More artillery coming down on their heads. All of them are going to be firing now. Excellent. They are shooting us. Oh my Gideon. Yeah, that didn't go to plan, did it? Many of them have just been murdered. Oh no! Get them away from there for a minute. You can just go on. But we've got lads going. They're on the way, look. Their balloon is just there. If I could take that out, that'd be fantastic. Get more people in this forest. We need as many of them in there as possible. Send these home. They just got murdered. Get another one in here. And another one in here. I've got room for 4 more. I could even attempt to attack this, but I'm not too confident at that at this moment in time. Because then they can attack from the direction that I don't want them to. See, look, we can ambush them in the forest. That is what we want to do. If we can just skip across, that would be great. If I can take care of that balloon as well, that would be great. I wonder if these can murder it. If I just blow these up that little bit more, I might even be able to just run in here. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? See, look, they're sending in... Oh, somebody got murdered. There's people in there. I don't know where their artillery is. I don't really want to spend a load of stuff on blowing this up, but I'm going to have to do. You're going to blow up the truck. Well, look at it. Yeah, this is going to work. This is definitely going to work. I can get more troops in. Use more of this Bavarian infantry. And start thinking about getting all of this in. See, look, they're going to be sending loads of troops in here. I can set... Oh, that can't quite reach. If I can just get that to suppress the enemy. Oh, they're going to be goofed. This is going to be great. I need more troops in there, though, ASAP. Very quickly, I need them in. If I could just blow these up a little bit, that's going to put more pressure on them. Oh, they're not having a good day. I can help them along. Because they are coming in. I want to be able to hold this position for as long as possible. And I need these troops in there to do it. Their artillery is coming down now. slaughter them. Oh no! Don't go that way! Men obliterated everywhere! Get out of there! Oh, that didn't quite work, did it? Right, get in the forest right quick. Go, 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 go. We can suppress anything that's in there. Stop everything from firing at you with a suppression fire. We've got troops in that forest now. Well, not forest, but the what's it called? Why are they trying to take this back now? This is ridiculous. They've got so many troops just floating around. And we've got troops over here as well, which they can just send over. I need to blow all of these up. Unfortunately, this isn't quite going the way that we wanted it to do. They're going to be losing so many men. Suppress that a little bit. They are capturing this back, but I don't want to know how much that actually cost them. I need more men again. I'm going to have to use some of these normal elites instead. They're supposed to be in the trench, but they're not. We still have control of the forest. Look at all these dead bodies here. We've got more people coming in. Just get them out of that area as quick as we can. I don't know where their artillery is, but as long as we've got control of that, it's so much better. We can blow up some of this. They're all stacked up nice. Got more troops here that I can get into here again. Murdering them all as they come in. This is working quite how I wanted it, to be honest. Blow a load of these up still. Might even be able to sneak in on this direction. That is a light artillery, so I'm not that bothered about that. But what we can do is just send some troops in there. Soften this up so that they're nice and strong for when they get there. But they're really coming in over here again. They like sending the troops in there, don't they? Get these guys in there as well. Hopefully they don't send artillery in, but this is just going to be a wall of bodies. Would you look at that? We're doing alright. They're nearly all done. These aren't going to be up for very much. Still murdering them all up at the top. Almost looks like they need a helping hand, to be completely honest. Oh, see, look, now they're trying to bombard me a little bit. I need to get in this forest, really. We're going to have to get some troops down here ready for it. We've got a few, but we need a few more. Many of these kind of got through. I might just go for it. If I can just blow these up a smidge. Murder some people. Still slapping them in the face down that direction. I've got a few more here that we can keep going with this as well. More heavy artillery. Bring it on. What are they really going to do? And now they're going to start resupplying from this direction. Oh, I didn't even realise I grabbed that bit. We've still got troops down here. Probably a good idea to have one sat in this forest. I suppose it doesn't really matter actually at that point. We're moving forwards. I need to suppress some of this though. They're still sending people in that direction. Try and sneak some across. Excellent, excellent. now we've grabbed control of this, they're not going to be having many options left. Still trying to push. Move them across, get them in there. They are suppressed while that is firing. I could even get another one in there. Now the enemy are trying to shoot me. But we have all of this still trying to send people up from this direction. But I can get more people in now. This is looking quite healthy. Do I have more troops here? I do. We'll send them across. They are now retreating. We're going to be capturing this point. Excellent. Now that was good. Now they're going to be sending people from this direction as well, apparently. Well, we've got hold of most of this. So they're just going to get shot. Which is good for me. Do I have troops spare down here? I do. I can send these up as well, seeing as we've got them pretty boxed in. They're going to be losing troops everywhere. Look at their pile of bodies. That just isn't very nice. I can... Oh, see, they're still trying to send people in. I'm going to have to try and send one up. Try and blow some of these up. Oh yeah, they've got plenty of people there. That's probably not the best idea. Send them back. Send them back. Blow them up instead. Before we send in the troops. Oh, our men have just been obliterated because I wasn't paying attention. You need to go home. Yeah, this turns into a mess real quickly. Alright, that's looking quite good. We can have 2 sets of troops in here. And then all of these troops, most of them, we can now use to push against this direction again. So I better send some troops this way. I might even see if I can do it with the troops that I have here. That would be beneficial. We're not having to wait 3 days to get troops stationed over there and whatnot. Move them over, budge them up, shufty them in there. I've got this area fully under control now. This is excellent. Very excellent. They're very limited on options. Now we can see what the enemy have here. We can blow all this up. Artillery's going down. Sending the chaps while they can't shoot. And we should have this area in the bag. They are now surrendering. I'm going to put suppressive fire down there so that they can't murder me. And here so that they can't murder them anymore either. Excellent, keeping their heads down, still sending artillery at us. Still haven't found theirs, but they're going in. Get these 2 ready, get these 2 ready, and we're going to be all good. They're still trying to murder us. They must have a few batteries. We're still hitting them up in this direction. There's the artillery. See, what's going to be happening now is they're probably going to be coming from that direction. But we're getting there. We are getting there. They can't have many troops left. I'd love to know what they do have remaining, but we've pretty much conquered this entire area. If I could just get these troops in, that would be great. We've grabbed that. Do I go for the command trench now? I might do. Yeah, we will. We'll send some troops in. We've got more troops on the way. Got a good, strong position. I think they're running out of troops. To be completely honest. Let's try this again. That doesn't reach up there. But they do still have troops in. They've still got plenty of troops in already. Well, that ain't very good, is it? Well, we can send some of these into this forest. And them as well. And some of these, they're still fairly strong, but I'm going to send them home. You get supply back. If I can just grab that command trench. Go for it again, lads. Go for it again. Send some of these home, because they're pretty done in. Get some more troops in. That would be great. And we can push in from the side there. That is our ticket in. As we move from this direction, moving across, they've got no real lines of fire. Now, there are plenty of people still in here. They're probably going to be giving up soon, which is good for me. Many of these which have been battered, we can just send home. Including some of these elite troops. I think they've run out, you know. They're on the way somewhere. They're still trying to blow up what we have over here. Oh, they missed! They must be guessing. All these fresh troops coming in. Just waiting for the final battle, really. Don't want to waste any troops as best as we can, so I'm going to blow them up where I can. And if they do send more, oh, see, look, some of them are surrendering now. They will still have troops in there. Some of them are backing off already. We've taken the command trench. We can take care of this artillery. All of the artillery, because it's just a nightmare. Leave one in the trench itself. As we do a sweep over here, you can hear many of them still. There's still troops in there. But this artillery is not going to be having a very good day. Hopefully, if we just send troops in, we should be good. Let's get these to blow this up while they're on their merry way. The enemy do not like to surrender. Send in a few more pieces of death. Oh, now they do it. Oh, excellent. We'll accept that, I think. Oh, jolly good. They have finally kicked the bucket. Nice sweep. Now we're going to have to tally this up again. How many people? Oh, we murdered one or two. Damn. Would you look at that? Just done the tallying up so far. Just 2 battles, 31,000 people I have murdered, and we have lost 13,000 troops. Not bad odds to say we are on the attack. I mean, we did have overwhelming numbers. We had 3 times as many. Well, that just shows what it's going to be like when this war really kicks off and tanks and planes and everything else get mixed in. It isn't going to be very nice. Excellent. That didn't cost me much, and I got supplies from it. I'm going to call that raided, and we've actually captured the region itself. And we got more supplies from it and everything else. Taking ground, yes. Excellent. A few troops have been stashed there from Stanay. Enough to defend the place. Absolutely fantastic. So that area has now been murdered, blown up, and everything else. So next turn, it's going to be the turn of the Entente to come at us. Now, they might decide to have a rejig, seeing as we've just caused a hole in their line. But they might also decide to come at us with everything that they have. Now, that is usually what ends up happening. I strongly suspect that that is what they're going to do. Probably attack us from this direction. So it might be defensive battles next turn. Let me know what you're excited for. I hope you've had a wonderful time. Do like the video if you've enjoyed yourself and you want to see more. Honestly, that helps me out more than you know. It really does, because then YouTube goes, ooh, this video's actually half decent. Other people might like it, and tries to show it to other people. If you want, there is a Discord. The link is in the description. That is right lovely. And I shall see you in the next episode. Have a jolly good one. Bye-bye. I thoroughly hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching it all the way through. That helps. I do hope you've liked the video. That helps too. And an extra special thank you to the members of the channel. Seriously, thank you. Your support is much appreciated. All members do get the juicy benefits of watching all my videos early, which is just so good. It can make you cream. Consider it. Have a look-see. £1 a month. Dirt cheap. Have a good one.